I'm Fanuela, she's Karen, and here is Daniel.
Hi.
So we are going to have a group discussion on reality versus expectation. You know how life it is, and we always have a expectation on something, and the reality is something else. It's just this bittersweet. So we're going to start with Daniel. So yeah, Daniel.
Okay, so first question.
Before that, I would like to say that Daniel is going to do a reality expectation on relationship, while Karen is going to do a reality expectation on university, schooling, and work related. And now we'll talk about moving to Ghana to study. Yeah, so Daniel, go ahead.
Okay, so the first question is: do you distance yourself from friends and avoid talking to them due to past experiences? If yes, why? If no, why? And I go for a no, because I think when you distance yourself from friends, it really helps. And also, due to my past experience, it has made me become a lone wolf. I live all by myself. I eat alone. I drink alone, and it has really changed me a lot. And I think it's really working out for me because I can have more time for God. Yeah.
All right. So I'll be the second. That's my turn. So, what did I learn from me moving to Ghana? Okay, all I can say that I learned from moving here is that I learned how to be mature, and then how to pay bills. I learned how to open up to people, because you just need to open up, because the first people that, when you have an issue, the first people that will come and help are those around you. They are not your parents. If you fall sick, those that will rush to the hospital are those around you. So yeah, I learned how to open up. Yeah. Cool.
That's great.
Thank you.
Okay, so my question is, how do you combine school with work?
That's a good one.
It's not easy,
Yeah,
I must say,
we know, right?
because once you start working and start getting money, you completely forget about school. So
Yeah.
I experienced the same thing. Not that as for me, because of my parents, I'm sure I may have stopped school by now. That's something. It's not easy because you have to really focus on both things at the same time.
Yeah.
When you have to study and you have to work, you have some tasks at work you have to complete at the same time. You have to study to write
Sure.
exams. It hasn't it's really difficult. But there's an advantage on that, because what I do here at Kingome and what I'm studying or I'm reading at school is the same. So as I'm learning the theory at school, I'm doing the practical here
Yeah.
at work. So it's like on the work training, if I should say, on the work, but at the same time I'm being trained. So,
Yeah. So yeah, it's good. So I think it's not an excuse when people say, "Oh, let me finish school first, and then I'll start working."
It's not an
I
excuse
mean,
at all. Yeah.
You can work and go to school. I mean, you are here, and you can you are the example that it's possible, difficult but possible.
Yeah, difficult but possible.
Yeah. So
So in other words, it's really helping you.
Yeah, it is, because it has really developed me. If I should say, amongst my friends, I'm not trying to blow my own trumpet or something, but someone will be able to tell difference if I'm communicating with my friends or
Yeah.
if I'm interacting with my classmates at school. You will know that I am having some practical, or I'm being taught something elsewhere
Yeah.
aside from what we are being taught in school.
it's true.
Even sometimes when I answer questions in class, they are a bit wow, because I say stuff that I have done it
Practice.
on work, or
Yeah.
I've been taught here in work, and then before been taught in school. So
Yeah.
it's really good.
Okay.
Okay, so next question. What did you learn from your past experience? I mean, regarding friendship, what I learned regarding friendship is never to put your trust in people, never to expect more from friends.
Yeah.
Even families, you don't have to expect more from them, because at the time that you expect more, that's when things will come down crashing.
Yeah.
So I also learned that regardless what the situation is, some people will never be there for you at the time that you need them. So you just have to learn the human nature. That when you learn the human nature, that's when you are not going to get affected by certain things.
Yeah, I mean, I do agree, because sometimes we expect so much
Mhm.
from our friends, for our family. Then when they don't meet that,
Expectations.
we just fall down. When they don't meet those expectations, and it's difficult, and we are like, I don't trust anybody, I don't love anybody, I won't rely on anybody. But sometimes just go easy,
Exactly.
just go easy
Yeah.
and just be yourself. Yeah, and then try as much as possible to first of all rely on God and on yourself.
Exactly.
And then the friends are just like a kind of a backup, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So here you are. How do you relate with food and the people now? Well, with the food, it's still a bit difficult, because there's a lot of Ghanaian meal that I don't eat because I'm not used to it. It's so different from the way we do it at home, like maybe fufu. But there's a lot that I eat. I love wache and kenke.
You like kenke?
Girl, I do.
That's
Thanks
nice.
to you.
How?
I mean, don't you remember the kenke like we ate sometime
After
ago?
the meeting.
Yeah, after the meeting.
Right.
So, what was your expectation regarding the food and the people when coming from Gabon
Okay,
to Ghana?
when I was coming, I told myself, okay, this is my opportunity to be fat. Because as people say, West Africa, they eat heavy, they eat good. I mean, they don't do too much picky. Like, they are serious with the food. When it's food time, it's food time. And then for the people, I mean, as they told me, there's nice people, and even to because of the Ghanaian movies that I watch in my country, I was expecting to meet some Ghanaian celebrities, some cute one, I mean, had a lot of expectation.
Okay. Were you expecting Skin Gourmet to affect your social life? I wasn't expecting it, because as I before I started Skin Gourmet, it was through internship,
Yeah.
and I was just doing, in my mind, the back of my mind, I knew I'm just doing this internship for this particular time range, and then I'm just done with it. But as I started working with them, like, I kept working, even on vacations they called me to come and work and all that. So that really changed my lifestyle completely, in the sense that I talk to my friends less now. I hardly reply my texts. Doesn't mean I have seen it. I haven't seen it, because I'm now making good use of my time.
Yeah.
So I don't really get time to get involved with my friends.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I wish that people understand that it's not that you don't want to answer their message, but you are busy working somewhere.
Okay, and then
Yeah.
also, if I should add, it has really, in terms of my social life, too, there's an advantage. It has really, really, really improved my
Your skill of dealing with people.
yeah. And it has matured me a lot.
Yeah.
Because if I should tell people what I do and they compare it to my age, they're like, I'm too young for this. But I am able to do it. So that is how Skin Gourmet has really developed me and has affected my social life.
Speaking of Skin Gourmet affecting your social life, I mean it's not bad, because you can't jeopardize your work to attending to friends. I mean, to text with them. We can't put that in jeopardy, you know.
Yeah,
exactly.
Because when
exactly.
you attend to friends whilst work is at progress, I mean, you are going to get fired, and you lose that opportunity.
Right?
Yeah, it's an
Right?
opportunity.
Yeah.
Daniel.
Okay, so I'm next. Let me pick. So I picked a very good one too. Do you think it's good to stay alone and avoid friends? And
That one.
I think it's yes. When you stay alone to avoid friends, in some ways it will help you to develop more time for God. Because the more you have friends, the more it drives you away from building a relationship with God. and also having time for yourself, because sometimes you have to have some moment for yourself to think in order to pursue your dreams. But when you are being distracted by friends, going out partying and other stuff, it will really set your mind off from your goal that you really set when you were a child.
And I also want to add something about, when you are always with like among friends or with people, you won't be able to discover who you are and to grow, because friends or being in the midst of people that's at your age, they can make you fool.
Yes, they can make if you're having fun.
You won't take anything serious at all. But when you alone, you take the time to maybe even go through your day and see how you grow and just discover yourself. And then you need to be able to know which type of friend you need to avoid.
Yes.
Because we have great friends too. So just be able to know your friends, so that you know who you are. Like, hey, my dear, let me just step back.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, I'm here. Yeah. So, what are some of the challenges you faced in Ghana? So, my biggest challenge ever to date is the language. Gosh, when I came to Ghana, I couldn't even say a word in English. Like, you could be like, Faniela, hi, good morning. I'll be like, okay. So I have to just, it was difficult. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but the language was really a barrier. Yeah, I did a lot of signing, phone thing, because I have to just, Google has to translate for me. I have to show this is what I want. It was challenging.
I can imagine, yeah.
Girl, you really suffered on your first time.
I did. But I'm okay now. I'm learning. I'm trying. Yeah.
That's good.
Okay. How have I developed myself from 2017? That is the time I started Skin Government Day. So in terms of developing, Skin Government has really developed me, because when I started Skin Government, I was really young in terms of age and stature. I was so young and small but mighty. So when I started this job, I was so naive. I actually knew absolutely nothing, because I started as an intern when I was in level 100. That means that was my first job. I'm now being exposed to the working area. So looking at where I started from and where I am now, there has been a very, very big development, because by His grace now I've been promoted here in Skin Government and I have a position. So
wow.
I mean, can you tell us what's your position?
No, please, I don't want to say that in camera.
Please,
Stop it. So, let's just say I have.
Because that's a journey from intern to, please just say.
Yeah. I don't even say that.
No, don't say it.
Okay.
Your turn.
Okay. So that's my last question.
That's the last one at the best.
So it says, what's the expectation in friendship? What you thought you would see in friendship? Well, personally, back in the days as a child when I was growing up, I thought when you get attached to friends, I mean, you are going to build this relationship called family thing, like a family friend, meaning they are going to be there for you at a time that you are broken or vulnerable. But my expectation failed me,
That was never like that, right?
It was never like that, because it came to a time that I had to be all by myself, crying in my bed, because of my problems that I was facing. So when I was growing up, what I was expecting really did fail me. So yeah.
I mean, we can all relate to that particular one, because we had so many expectations, like, from our friends, and it just didn't work. And it's not only friendship, it's like in all our relationship. Sometimes the expectation can be big, sometimes the expectation can be small. Like, maybe I didn't expect her to be that close to me, but now we are close, or it's the same thing. But I can relate. Sometimes I really expected friends that we promised to always be together, to that I was facing some issue, having some breakdown, and when you call them, they are not available for you. When they just go away and do their thing, and it's like they just push you back.
Yeah.
So my turn. So, how did you feel with the idea of coming to study in Ghana? I feel good. Mommy, daddy, I'm sorry, but I felt good. It was good. Only that feeling that you can just rent an apartment or a room and you are just there alone, no mommy, no daddy to say, madam, you need to be at home at 4 p.m. If not, you should know you are sleeping outside. That alone makes me really want to come over, so that I can choose the type of food that I want. I mean, it felt good, but it was also scary, to always take a first step. I mean, to always start something, it's always scary when you start something new. It was a bit scary.
Okay, that's cool. My last question: how did you expect university to be? So when I was in SHS, when we were about to compete, everyone kept saying university is so fun, you can feel free, you can do whatever you like in class when the teacher is teaching. I mean, you can learn if you want.
Yeah, we all heard that one.
Well, that is true, but if you should put all your focus on not listening to teachers or lectures, not going to class, you don't pay attention, you're just on your phone anytime, you're gonna fail. And when you fail in the university level, it's terrible. Like, it's really, really terrible. Even though you have a chance for resit, but that resit is going to reduce your GPA. So it's so bad. So there is this instance when I was in level 100, right? And because I had this perception at the back of my mind.
Party after party.
You know, right? So because I had that at the back of my mind, level 100 first semester, I almost failed. So that made me push up, brought my teacher that, I need to sit up and study, but what they say is just not right.
Yeah. I mean, all I can say is that you guys are really such an inspiration. I mean, I can relate from your life and I can see how much you've gone, and you are so young, but you've been able to accomplish so much that maybe people of maybe more than your age haven't, or people are trying to figure out, and you are still pushing and pushing and pushing. You were able to find yourself that, okay, I need to just be in school, and I mean, I need to find a way to relate both work and study. That's great. Like, I'm proud of you. Like,
thank you.
And then you too. You are such an inspiration. I mean, I never had the idea that I never knew that you went through this thing with French, this breakdown. But the way you are so friendly, I mean, you are the coolest guy I know.
Thank you.
Like, seriously. So, thank you guys for coming. So here comes the end of our group discussion. I hope you like it. Please don't forget to subscribe, to comment, and to like it.
And don't forget to follow us on Instagram. Our handles will be down there, so you get to follow us.
Yeah, and please keep it coming. Like, if you have questions, we are here for you. Yeah.
Yes.
So,
And if you have any questions on, maybe you want to have a question for Daniel or for Fanuela or for me, you can just leave it on the comment section, and in our next video we're going to tackle it.